Hello.
Hey, welcome to the virtual guided session. Shannon Heaton here.
I'm Matt Heaton.
And welcome, friends. Thomas, you were Prems, and Arthur, deuxième. Welcome, friends. And to Bob in Wisconsin, to Allison in France. Hello. And it sounds exciting, the risotto. What kind of risotto?
It's experimental risotto.
Ooh, is it pumpkin risotto? That would be good. Pumpkin and sage sounds good. And Nick, hello and welcome. We're looking forward to this session too. Let's see what happens. Ray, hello. And leftover pizza with a sad face. Sometimes leftover pizza has a happy face, but heated up in a hotel microwave. That's okay. We're gonna warm things up for you, and you'll feel like you're eating fresh pizza by the end of this hour.
At least fresh pizza.
Hi, Jen in Ypsilanti. Hello to Jaden in Holland. Hello to Dwayne, Coach Dwayne. Chicken salad sounds very good, and a nice bourbon. Perfect. Evelyn, hello and welcome. And to Marco in Milano, to Grania in County Kerry, to Ted in Ottawa, to Agnieszka in Poland. Hello and welcome, my friends. To Mike in Oregon, hi. And I think, Bob, I welcomed you, but exciting that you celebrated your retirement 6 years ago. It sure has been a wild ride. I'm not sure what 6 years ago means anymore. To Maria in the UK, hi and welcome. To Adele in Halifax, to Saul in Michigan, and to Margie in Minneapolis. Hello, welcome, folks. It was so fun to see some of you in our Zoom events last weekend, and happy to have us here together with our YouTube family. To Kevin in Canada as well, to Don in Colorado, to Pat in Waterford. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us from Ireland again, my friend. Let's see, who am I missing? I've got, sorry, the chat skips around. You know, it's wicked fierce to follow the chat here. To Gabriella in Germany, hiya and welcome. To Barbara in Virginia, to Peter in San Diego, to Ilam in California, to Julie down the road, to Rachel, hello and welcome. To Julie in Tennessee, to Barney in New York. Hi and welcome. And the concerts were last week, in fact. It was very special. And to Bob and Sue in Maryland, hi and welcome. To Keith in Holland, to Kerry in Florida, to Neil in Ireland, to Allison in Rhode Island, hello and welcome. Hi, Jen in Ontario, good to see you again. And we're going to get things started with Munster Bacon. This is a beautiful jig in the key of D. And exciting to have you all joining us. Cuckoo to Tomas and to Larry. Hi and welcome back. So this tune goes. Okay. And Peter, hi and welcome. Ray, you're right up the road from us in Malden. Woohoo. And hi to Pat in Ohio. So here we go. Pat, join us on the piano, please, in the key of D. 1, 2, here we go. beautiful tune, the Munster Bacon. A tasty, lovely tune indeed. And, Jen, so your friend James, who sometimes feels a little blue, we'll send this next one out to him. We all know what it's like to have a touch of blue, and it can be great to share that in a community. Maybe help you feel a little less lonesome. So we'll play a couple of reels, Far From Home, because sometimes even if you're not far from home, that's how it can feel when you're blue. So hoping to get back home to the place of warmth and happiness and feeling good. And then we'll do, after that, Tomas, you were mentioning the Pigeon on the Gate, so we'll play that one for you. Welcome to Fiddle Stephen, joining us from Oregon. How wonderful to have you joining us today, and to Wes and to Julie and Frederick and to Randy. Hi, Roomie, and hi, all us roomies, all in our different rooms all over the world. Really, really happy to gather us together. So wonderful. And to Adele, I'm glad you like my jacket. In fact, I was thinking, I love this little jacket, and I was thinking, oh, my VGS friends will never see my outerwear, my jackets. So I decided I could just wear my jacket, but I put it over a t-shirt, and it just
coming
works.
This winter, all our coats.
Like to keep things fresh. You've seen us a lot, some of you. So, yes. What were you shaking your head to, is what I wonder.
Should we switch? No, let's do it one more time.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Okay, so in the Heaton family, yes means we're changing tunes, and no means, let's not change. Let's stay where you are. Okay, we should have made that much clearer at the beginning of this session.
We should have made that clearer like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And Tom, thanks for joining us from California. Okay, so Far From Home. Into yeah. Good. All right. 1, 2. Here we go.
Shannon.
Beautiful. So Neil, Francis John McGovern's. I don't know a tune by that name. I don't know if I know that tune, but I'll check it out. I'll figure out what one you're talking about.
That would explain not ever having played it.
And hey, how was Ennis Tradfest, Neil? How exciting! Our friend Brendan Mulholland was there. Lots of our friends were there. Would have been so nice to be there, and instead we did our Zoom concerts, and that was also so special and such a blast. A number of you have asked about seeing it after the fact, and it was a live event, ephemeral. But I am working on a way to share it so that we maintain all of the privacy for all of those in the Zoom audience because, and also it was special. It was like a live moment. So stay tuned. I'll let you know next week how some of you can view that at a later date. But it was very special and wonderful to have folks together. I loved all of it. I loved the performers, all of them. I loved the concerts, there was a great vibe, and then I loved the hang afterwards, especially the flute hang afterwards. A lot of us stayed on and visited, and it was just really special. Just what I'd hoped a nice pre-winter weekend could be like with our gang. So very special. And yes, Peter, indeed, it is getting cold, and the pigeon did go inside, has gone inside. Bless the pigeon. And Mary, that's right, you are in North Carolina now, still not accustomed to seeing you check in from North Carolina. So hi and welcome today, and hope you're settling into the new place happily. Very, very, very exciting. And yes, that appley glühwein does sound really nice. Maybe we could have a party someday with that. Shane, hi and welcome. It was great to have you join us for the flute event. And Garode, hi in Belfast. Wonderful to have you folks joining us here today. So we're going to carry on with, some polkas. That's right. Hatau did do an encore. That was really so sweet. So here we go. The Weaver's Delight in D into the Britches full stitches in A.
This is a thematic set.
Yes, the Weaver's Delight and the Britches full stitches and the jacket made in South Korea. Hi, Johnny. Welcome. Here we go. 1, 2, polka time. added the Kerry polka onto the end there for Doug in Minneapolis. Good call. Nice. And hi to Karen and to Charlie Bird. Welcome. And to Captain Tokyo. Hello. And I do like the idea. I like the discussion of the jacket. It's corduroy. You know, like, here, I'll see if you can get it. It's got the little ribs on it. And I like the idea of trad. What is it Neil said? Here we are. Trad, green trad jacket. Trademark is available from the VGS clothing catalog. I think that this wouldn't fetch as much as Louise Mulcahy's amazing what's it called? Jacket. The yellow jacket that she wore. That was great for our Zoom concert. That was very, very exciting. Wonderful. Very warm, sweet. Yellow is not normally a warm color. It's a very lucky color, of course, but not always warm. But she managed to make it feel very, very warm. Maybe golden. I guess gold is a warm color. The Weaver's Delight. Isn't it Dennis Weaver? Dennis the Weaver? Murphy? Dennis Murphy was the Weaver. I think that was one of his tunes, I think. Am I right? Am I right? I'm not sure.
And in fairness, you know, it's good to have a big list. You wouldn't want to have nothing on your list.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, then you'd be bored, I suppose. The point isn't to get it all done, but you know, to have stuff to look forward to to keep the lights on. Especially that, as Pat said, now everything is a COVID avoidance session. You know,
Discogs time.
So good to put our hearts on happy things. And to Harry and the family, hi and welcome. We're glad you're joining us. It's okay that you're late. You're here. And let's see here. Chris, hi, and Alexandria. Good to see you again. Woohoo. And I wish that I had more green jackets to share.
You mean with other people? Or
yes.
Just a model for them? Okay.
Well, we'll see what comes next. And Loic, hello and welcome from the South Paris area. That is wonderful. Salut. Thanks for joining us. And to Patrick, indeed, Louise always wears amazing outfits, and she has a lot of tunics and
she's got to look dialed.
Jackets. Yes.
She definitely does.
Awesome. Yeah. So next up, speaking of awesome and sunny and beautiful, like a great jacket, the Peeler's jacket would be a good idea, but we're going to do some jigs. We're going to do Gorgeous Sunny Hills of Beara, that John Dwyer tune. Exactly, Doug. All jackets have two names at least. And then we're going to go into a former Name Your Tune selection. Morrison's Jig. Such a well-beloved tune that we did as a Name Your Tune selection in the past to sort of like bring a little bit of rhythmic elegance to the tune. Yes, so here we go. Give it a try. That one first. 1, 2, here we go. You know, the Sunny Hills of Beara, that beauty of a tune that Johnny learned on 123, January 23rd. What an obscure thing to do and to know, remember. But that was also a Name Your Tune selection. So I would say the Sunny Hills of Beara is an eccentric, a little bit more off the beaten path tune as far as these particular tunes go, and Morrison's Jig is a well-traveled, well-known tune. But on this session, those tunes that we've selected as Name Your Tune selections, we do try to rotate frequently. And so if you're looking for tunes to learn that might have great use, Morrison's Jig would be a well-known tune for people, and that Sunny Hills of Beara, the one before it, would be played fairly frequently at this session. It's a real special one. And it was requested by, I don't remember whom. And then John Brosnan's, that, I know that is a reel, and I just would have to, Karen, I would have to go over it just once, which I'll do for next time around.
Also, I think that if I was trying to sort of scan, I believe that there is in fact not an actual Celtic goddess store. So if someone wants to start that and sell stage-worthy jackets, that would probably be a real hit. Yeah,
and Mara in Spain. Yes, that is a great tune, and welcome. Wonderful to have you here, and very exciting that Is It Fiddle Steven is telling us about a session Wednesday nights in North Bend, Oregon, for any Oregon folks who make it up that way, or anybody who's traveling. How nice that you're telling us about your session and welcoming us for when we're in the area. That's wonderful. You're all welcome to the great sessions in Boston next time you come around. There are so many of them. You can always ask us for recommendations of places. And to Jonathan, welcome, and obrigado for joining us from Brazil. Wonderful. So what's next, Heaton?
Are we gonna do play hornpipes?
Okay, yes, as Jack Conroy would always say.
Is it time for the hornpipes?
Yes.
It is time.
Okay, let's do it. What were you doing? What are we doing?
Are we doing A Few Bob in the Plains of Boyle?
Let's do it. Those were also Name Your Tune selections.
Oh my God,
both of them.
Really consistent
both
today.
of them.
This is
So
good.
like I said, if you learn a Name Your Tune, you might encounter it again at this session.
I would like to be in the Celtic Goddess store too.
Well, but to qualify, apparently, you need to have your hair blowing in the wind.
Well, I had to. It was kind of going that way before I put the stuff in it.
It was very poofy.
Yeah,
it was very poofy.
I need a trim.
Yeah.
I need a trim, friends.
That's the first one. And then what's plains? That's such a pretty one. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the Wicklow hornpipe, Nick. I think it's also called Della Hunties or something like that. So that was for you at the end, if I got it right. And if not,
there was a different
there was a different tune.
Yeah.
So very nice.
It was a tune, though.
Still
That
a lot
is
of
for
talk
sure.
about the Celtic Goddess shop. And as a feminist, I will say I do think that Louise was resplendent last weekend. She completely lit up the concert in the way that she played, above all. What a dynamic, incredible, beautiful
Skill is hot.
player. All of them. Everybody was amazing. It was just so sweet. And the Facebook group, Loic, the Facebook group is the virtual guided session. You can just look for that in Facebook. And for folks who don't do Facebook, we totally respect that. And, we have our reservations as well. But we try to keep this, it is, in fact, a private group. You have to answer questions in order to join so that we can kind of keep it contained. And for those who do not do the Facebook and you still want some resources to know about this session, you can go to my website, shannonheatonmusic.com. And there's an instruction page there with a lot of links and resources for the session. Yeah. So,
forwarded from CelticGoddessShop.com.
Yes. Celtic Goddess Shop is more about how the music is going. Wearing a smoking jacket means like really laying it down music-wise, whether or not the hair is blowing in the breeze or poofing. As yours was a while ago.
Yep.
Okay. So, what's next? We're going to do our offertory selection. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So, a few weeks ago, there was a little wee gnat. It was so irritating.
And I don't know if this word's the same everywhere, but gnats are like the tiny, tiny, tiny midges, are they? Like little teensy bugs that like...
Gnat, a gnat.
Smaller than a fly.
They cause no harm. They're just irritating. And we also have really enjoyed this vibing cat. Sometimes this cat makes an appearance. Our son hipped us to the vibing cat. So that gnat was going all over the screen, all over the place. So Matt's head was going all over the stream. So all over the stream, all over the screen. And so he became Vibing Matt. I wrote this tune called Vibing Gnat. And we're going to follow it by a brand new tune that I wrote for my friend Hans Araki, who is a brilliant flute player and also shakuhachi player and singer and wonderful musician. And he was talking to me about caring less about things lately. DGaF stands for Don't Give a Bleep. And so I wrote this tune for him, DGaF, and the first notes of the tune are DGAF sharp. All right, so this is our offertory selection of the afternoon. If you are still being paid to work and you can kick in a little bit to keep this session going, we're grateful. And if not, that's okay too. We're grateful to have you joining us. I'm leaving a PayPal link in the chat. I'm putting a Venmo link name in the chat. And here is Vibing Gnat. See, it sounds annoying?
Yeah, it's annoying. My annoying intro.
Let's try that again.
No, it was a good annoying intro.
our hop emoji from last time around? Did
Oh, yeah,
somebody
it was
use
the
it?
arrow up.
The arrow, you go to the, I love that.
was very
Oh, there it is. There it is.
There,
Jaden
hop.
did it. Woo,
Yeah.
hop.
Hop.
So, yes, that's oh my gosh, you bought your flute from Hans, Mary. That's
well.
perfect. So, yeah. It's not in Gnat, it's in E mine.
Oh.
Very quick, very quick. Okay, and you're right, Tomas. Thanks for reminding me. So, tunes today are fun, folks, and tunes next week are also going to be fun and special with our friend Morrison Scanlon as
right,
guest.
that's next week.
That's next week.
What?
That'll be so lovely. Very, very exciting. So there we go. Those were fun. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
Did everybody
yeah.
get the smacking the gnat? Get it? Yeah, love the cluck when you hit that. Yeah, exactly. That was slapping the gnat. I don't know. Slapping the gnat sounds
Where are we?
so sort of strange. Okay, so next up, we're going to do some reels. We're going to
Definitely
do
not vaping Matt. No, that is a tip.
yes, and Tomas, DGaF, unusual name. It stands for Don't Give a there you go. How funny.
Yeah.
So Rollin in the Ryegrass. That is a common core tune. And then we're going to play after that. How about the Kerry reel? The
Okay.
Kerry reel, is that the
E minor one?
da, 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 dee, how does it start? Dee, da, 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 dee, da, da, oh shoot. How does it start? Da, 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 dee, da, da, dee, do, da, 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 dee, do, da, 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 do, dee, go, la, da, dum. Into, let's do the Duke of Leinster.
Oh.
I don't know if we've done that tune before on
Must
this
have,
sesh.
surely.
I mean, that's
No?
such a common tune,
Yeah.
but it just goes to show that we could have done this for many months and not even done a common tune
Not even
still.
scratch the surface, really. But
Also, we are trying, friends. It does seem like there are a lot of tunes, because there are. And we really do try to rotate the common core tunes, the name your tune selection. So if you learn one of those, you'll encounter it again. No worries. Learn one, then learn another.
Arthur, don't give a flute. It's pretty good.
Good. Okay.
Well done.
Here we go. Is the first one. Yeah. And then is the second one. And then is the third. All right. Here we go. Yo, lo, do, do, da, da, not too fast. Woof. 1, 2, here we go. Sorry. All right, so Neil's corny joke, the pigeon on the gate should never go into the Duke of Leinster unless he's hungry.
No.
There's a little problem there. Unless the pigeon is hungry, in which case he eats out the insides of the Duke of Leinster.
Ew. Wow.
That was where my mind went.
Yes. We seem to have a number of good suggestions, including don't get another flute.
There's no problem. I have one.
Yeah.
I've only ever had one. Sometimes I worry if something happened to my flute, I wouldn't have a flute, but that's all right. It's just all I need.
As long as we don't have a tune called DGaG.
Don't get another guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Don't get another frog. Well, don't give a frog. I like that. That's cute. But always get another frog. The world can use as many frogs as we can get. So, Roberto, gracias. I'm so glad you're joining us. How do you say welcome? Bienvenido. Maybe.
Seems
something.
close.
Welcome. And I'm sorry that we don't speak Spanish. But you're still very welcome, and you're right. We don't need common speaking language when we have the music. Indeed.
Asturias, isn't there an awesome Albanese piece called Asturias?
Yes, and there's beautiful music from Asturias. Very beautiful part of the world. So we're honored to have you joining us from there. And yes, tricky. Those E minor tunes, kind of like the A minor tunes, they can sometimes be
Perhaps should we have
elusive.
Have a what do you call it? Thing sometime.
Another A minor.
Sorting out all the E minor tunes.
We did that once, and I really had to. I had to practice.
Yeah.
I really had to prepare for that. It was exciting. The pigeon was tempting. Yes, Tomas. Pigeon is okay. I've had it a few times. It's a bit oily for my taste, but you know, you can. I'll eat it if I need to. If I'm in the company of people who are eating the pigeon, I can eat the pigeon. So we're gonna play some jigs. Speaking of getting away from the pigeon at this point, Maid on the green, because the pigeon is no longer outside. The pigeon has gone inside because it's getting chilly, as we had discussed earlier.
Yeah.
We're going to play the Maid on the green. You know, outside, the Maid on the green, outside. outside.
Oh, just this is okay, but the pigeon's inside, but the maid is outside. Is
Yes, that's right. That's right. I'm bringing it all
because
together.
she's got a coat.
Okay, if English is
She's
not
wearing
your
a jacket.
first,
Yeah, we're very sorry. We're
If
sorry
Eng-
if English is your first
if
language
English
at
is
this
not
stage.
is not your first language. Just know that this does not make sense in English either. So Maid on the Green is in G. I think that's a common chord tune. And then we'll go into, that's in verse 50. Hag at the Churn. What a great tune. Okay. So da 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 dee da do 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 dee 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 do. 1, 2, here we go.
Oh, hag at the Churn, D.
Couldn't find the Ramblin' Pitchfork. I was going to try, folks. I was going to try the Ramblin' Pigeon Fork, but I just couldn't get into it. Could not do it. Do like the idea of Larry saying, always, always get another flute, never enough flutes. Speaking of, that reminds me, Kevin has maybe still a Hammy Hamilton flute that he is passing on. If there are folks looking for flutes.
Selling.
Selling.
Yeah.
being gracious.
I know.
But I mean, this is a good place for folks to have these conversations. You know, if you're looking for an instrument, if you are discussing flute makers, whatever. Also on the VGS Facebook page, on the virtual
other
guided.
Instruments are allowed too.
Yes, of course. But this is a community. We're here to share resources and all sorts of news. So please feel free. And let's see. I think we have time just for one more. Oh my goodness. How did that happen? How did that happen? Jen, you before we finish, you asked, you notice a certain tune on the second, like that we change into a second tune. All of these, like, do we plan them in advance? I think that's what you're saying, is like a set of tunes is like one tune into the next, kind of to accommodate the longer form of the dances. Yes. And also just, it's fun. Making the change is kind of a powerful, exciting part of the sets, you know, making the change from one to the next. So folks, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Next week we'll be with our good friend Morrison Scanlon, a wonderful fiddle player. You'll enjoy her very much. Thanks again to folks who joined us last week for the concerts with all those fine flute players. It was wonderful to have each and every one of you. Such a treat. And I will come up with a way to share some of our concerts, some highlights, and still preserve the sort of specialness of it being a sort of ephemeral live event. And I will keep everybody's faces sort of off of that sharing, just to kind of keep it private. So, Dat, welcome, Kamun, for joining us. And everybody else, Tanyavad, Kopkun Naka, Danke, Merci beaucoup, Trugare, Arigato gozaimasu, Kamsahamnida, Tusen Tak. Dziękuję, vielen Dank, grazie, gramahagat, muchas gracias, evcharisto, siete, chwala vam, shukran, eskarikasko, ta palat, spasiba, ahehe, salamat, tarima kasi, dioch, toda, kusanem, muito obrigado, dinotenda, ndo, mikwech, chwala lepa, gidos, yutva. Thanks so much for joining us, friends, and we'll be back next week for more good company, hopefully a few fun tunes. And we're going to end with, speaking of fun tunes and tunes that we've learned from all of you, many of them we have. You've recommended them, and we've looked them up, and we've learned them. Pat taught us this one. Because last week we ended with an andro that we had taught Pat. So here you go. Turnabout is fair play. Bill Maley's Barndance. This is called G. And if all you know is G, then just play a J. Rune, thanks for joining us. Detlef, thanks for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving to folks. And see you next week. 1, 2, here we go. Way to go, everyone. Keep the lights on. Hope to see you
Thanks,
soon.
everybody.
Thank you.